palm oil from the rainforest and destroying the rainforest in an action that took a lot of bravery and courage and skill. And they were arrested, 9 of them. My son was among them. They unusually, for these kind of Greenpeace actions, were charged with 3 felonies and faced 7 years in prison. And they lived under that threat for 6 months last year. During that time, 1 marriage broke up. 1 young gay black man who was a part of it took a plea and to avoid prison and had a felony put on his record. And 1 young man who was a vet committed suicide. In December, I think largely because of that suicide, Greenpeace was able to get Procter & Gamble to pressure the DA into dropping the charges to misdemeanor trespass and 80 hours of community service. But 6 months of suffering had gone on. And when they stood out afterwards, after the charges were relieved, they said, "We stand here today in recognition of the fact that Greenpeace had enough lawyers and money and might to make this happen. But there are many, many people in jail and behind bars who didn't have those resources, and we need to remember them." Yes. So, anyway, this was one of my son's favorite songs, and I'm trying to update some words of it, but it's one that I hope you'll all sing with me and clap along, and if you feel like standing up and doing it, that's great. The chorus is, and you'll recognize parts of tunes that we've sung in movement songs for many, many years. But the verse is, "Don't you go down that road, working man, working woman. Don't you go down that road all alone." And it goes, "Don't you go down that road, working man and working woman. Don't you go down that road all alone." American minds are deep and cold. Hard men die before they're old. Don't you go down that road all alone. Rich men sleep in sheets of silk, while children die from lack of milk. Don't you go down that road all alone. Pork and oil is deep and black. The land is sacred, but still they frack. Don't you go down that road all alone. Bomb trains and pipelines start right there. They scatter destruction everywhere. Don't you go down that road all alone. Don't you go down that road, working man and working woman. Don't you go down that road all alone. Fast food workers are all part-time. Their hourly pay is a national crime. Don't you go down that road all alone. No steady schedule, no health care plan. What they get ain't worth a goddamn. Don't you go down that road all alone. The things you eat, the things you use, the sacrifice a lot of work you do. Don't you go down that road all alone. It seems a change is a long time coming. Come help the working man and woman. Don't you go down that road all alone. Don't you go down